Most people think they know the internet. They use it daily for work, fun, and shopping. It's become an essential part of our lives, seamlessly woven into everything from our morning routines to our late-night entertainment. We rely on it for instant communication, access to information, and even for managing our finances or health. But have you ever wondered what lies beyond the familiar websites and apps you visit every day? What we see is just the surface, a small indexed slice of a much larger digital world. The websites you find through search engines like Google or Bing are only the tip of the iceberg, easily accessible, regulated, and visible to anyone with an internet connection. Beneath this surface lies the deep web, a vast expanse of content not indexed by standard search engines. Think private databases, academic journals, medical records, and password-protected sites. And deeper still, there's the dark web, a place shrouded in mystery, often sensationalized as a criminal underworld, but in reality, it's a complex and multifaceted space. While the dark web is indeed a hub for illegal activity, it's also a vital tool for those who need privacy and protection, journalists investigating corruption, activists organizing under oppressive regimes, and ordinary people seeking to communicate without fear of surveillance. For many, it's a lifeline to freedom of expression and information. The core feature of the dark web is anonymity. This anonymity can act as a shield, protecting vulnerable users from harm, but it can also be a weapon, enabling cybercriminals to operate in the shadows. It's a double-edged sword offering both safety and risk. In this video, we'll peel back the layers of the internet, demystify the technology that powers the dark web, like Tor and encryption, and explore its many uses, both legitimate and criminal. We'll look at how people access these hidden networks, and why some choose to venture there. Our goal isn't to encourage risky exploration, but to provide you with a clear, factual understanding of this hidden space. Knowledge is the best defense against fear and misinformation, and we want you to be informed, not intimidated. The internet is a tool. Its impact depends on who wields it and how. Used wisely, it can empower, connect, and educate. Used recklessly, it can deceive, exploit, and endanger. On the dark web, the usual safeguards don't apply. Trust is rare, and threats are everywhere, from scams and malware to illegal marketplaces and disturbing content. Navigating this space requires caution, skepticism, and a strong understanding of the risks involved. This guide will highlight the dangers from scams to disturbing content, and show how law enforcement agencies around the world are fighting back, tracking cybercriminals, shutting down illegal operations, and working to make the internet safer for everyone. So let's dive beneath the surface together and discover what really lies in the internet's hidden depths. Whether you're curious, concerned, or just want to understand the digital world a little better, this journey will reveal the truth about the parts of the internet most people never see. Picture the internet as an iceberg, floating silently in a vast digital ocean. What you see above the water is only a tiny fraction of what actually exists below the surface. The surface web is the tip, public, searchable, and where most of us spend our time. This is the part of the internet you can access every day without any special tools or permissions. Sites like Wikipedia, news outlets, and social media are all here. If you can find it through a search engine like Google or Bing, it's part of the surface web. But this visible layer is less than 5% of the internet. The vast majority of online content lies hidden beneath, out of sight. Below is the deep web, over 90%, containing private content like emails, banking, and academic databases hidden from search engines for privacy and security. This includes anything behind a login, such as your cloud storage, medical records, or subscription services. The deep web is essential for daily life and business, keeping sensitive information protected and accessible only to those with permission. It's not sinister, just private and often necessary for security. The dark web is a small, intentionally hidden part of the deep web. Unlike the deep web, it's not just unindexed. It's deliberately concealed and designed to be difficult to access. It requires special software to access, such as the Tor browser, which uses layers of encryption to ensure extreme anonymity for its users and the sites they visit. Unlike the deep web, which is just unindexed, the dark web is built for concealment. Its architecture is intentionally complex, making it difficult to trace users or content. This overlay network runs on top of the internet but is inaccessible without the right tools. It's a hidden world, operating in parallel to the familiar web. Its focus on anonymity sets it apart, making it both unique and risky. While it can protect privacy, it can also attract those seeking to hide illegal activities. In summary, Think of the surface web as public, the deep web as private, and the dark web as actively concealed and anonymous. The dark web's culture and risks stem from its defining feature, anonymity. This can empower whistleblowers and activists, but also enable cybercrime and illicit trade. It's a space for both good and ill, shaped by those who use it. The same tools that protect privacy can be used for both noble and nefarious purposes. Understanding these layers is key to grasping the internet's true scale and complexity. The web is far more than what meets the eye, and each layer plays a unique role in our digital world. Most people are used to browsing the internet with familiar browsers like Chrome or Safari, but these tools can't take you to the dark web. The dark web is intentionally hidden from search engines and standard browsers, making it inaccessible through the usual means. To reach these hidden corners, you need special software, most famously Tor, which stands for the Onion Router. Tor is free to download and relatively easy to install, but it works very differently from the browsers you're used to. Originally, Tor was developed by the US Navy to protect sensitive government communications. Over time it became available to the public, and now anyone, journalists, activists, or everyday users, can use it to browse anonymously. When you use Tor, your internet traffic is routed through a worldwide network of volunteer-run relays. Each relay adds a layer of encryption, making it extremely difficult for anyone to trace your activity or location. This process is what gives Tor its onion metaphor. Your data is wrapped in multiple layers of protection. The Tor browser, which is based on Firefox but modified for privacy, lets you access .onion sites. These are special web addresses that only work through Tor, and they're not indexed by regular search engines. This is where much of the dark web lives. While Tor is the most popular gateway, there are other privacy-focused networks like I2P and Freenet. However, for most people exploring the dark web, Tor remains the primary tool. It's important to note that simply using Tor isn't illegal in most countries. Many people use it for legitimate reasons like protecting their privacy or bypassing censorship. However, the dark web is a high-risk environment. The same anonymity that protects whistleblowers and activists also shields criminals and hackers, making it a place where illegal activity can thrive. Before you even think about exploring, it's crucial to understand both the technology and the potential dangers. The dark web is not a place for the unprepared or the careless. The gateway to the dark web may be easy to open, but what you find inside demands caution, technical know-how, and a healthy respect for the risks involved. The dark web's anonymity isn't just for criminals, it's a lifeline for many. In repressive countries, it lets citizens bypass censorship and access uncensored news. Journalists and whistleblowers use it to protect sources and share sensitive information safely. Major news outlets run secure .onion sites for anonymous tips. Vulnerable individuals, like those facing persecution or seeking support for sensitive issues, find community and help here. For privacy advocates, the dark web is about reclaiming digital rights, not hiding crimes. Still, the dark web's criminal reputation is well earned. Its black markets operate like Amazon for illegal goods. Drugs, stolen data, weapons, and fake documents, all traded with cryptocurrencies. These markets are sophisticated, with reviews and escrow, but trust is always shaky. Cybercrime services thrive, malware, hacking tools, and even crime as a service for hire. The most disturbing content includes child exploitation and extremist forums. Law enforcement works tirelessly to combat these horrors, but the risks for users are real. Even accidental exposure to illegal material is a serious danger. The dark web's anonymity is a double-edged sword, empowering both the oppressed and the criminal. The dark web is a minefield of scams and malware. Anonymous transactions mean scammers can vanish with your money. No refunds, no recourse. Exit scams, where entire markets disappear overnight, are common. Malware is everywhere. Ransomware, spyware, and Trojans can infect your device just by visiting the wrong site. The psychological toll is real. Disturbing content and constant paranoia can be traumatic. Even small mistakes like reusing usernames can expose your identity. Law enforcement and criminals both hunt for slip-ups. Simply visiting certain sites can put you on a watch list. The risks go far beyond what you'll find on the surface web. The dark web isn't lawless, far from it. Law enforcement agencies worldwide actively monitor and infiltrate it. Undercover agents pose as buyers or sellers, gathering evidence and tracking criminal networks. Technical methods, like running Tor nodes or exploiting software flaws, help de-anonymize users. Major operations have taken down markets like Silk Road and Alphabay, leading to arrests worldwide. When one market falls, others rise, but the threat of arrest is constant. Criminals live in fear of undercover agents and long prison sentences. For regular users, remember, law enforcement is present and active. Engaging with illegal content is a crime, and you are not invisible. The dark web is a high-stakes game of cat and mouse. Good digital hygiene is essential everywhere online. Use strong, unique passwords and a password manager. Enable two-factor authentication for extra security. Keep all your software updated to patch vulnerabilities. Be skeptical. Don't click suspicious links or download unknown files. Limit what you share on social media. Criminals can use it against you. Use a reputable VPN to encrypt your traffic and mask your location. Combining these habits will protect you from most online threats, surface or deep. The internet is powerful and complex. Its hidden layers reflect both the best and worst of humanity. The dark web shields the vulnerable but also harbors crime. Understanding its risks is vital for digital literacy. Threats from the dark web, malware, scams, data breaches can spill onto the surface web. Knowledge is your best defense. Practice safe habits. Stay skeptical and respect the dangers. The internet isn't universally safe. Vigilance is required. Be curious but cautious. Be informed but careful where you click. In the digital world, being a responsible, informed citizen is your strongest protection.